Together we stand, a family so strong, in unity of self-made where we all belong. With love in our hearts, we share the same goal, to lift up each other and make our spirits whole. We gather as
well, welcome. It's so good to be back and see everybody here today. I was in Nebraska the last 2 Sundays, and let me just say one thing. I'm really glad to be home. Yeah. It was below zero the last 2 days I was there, and you know, that's not fit for man nor beast. I fit into both categories. So I am on platform today, and we want to thank Jane and George for these gorgeous flowers. Thank you. They're in the back, just chilling out. And we want to welcome. I know we have some new faces here today. I see a couple. So would you like to introduce your friend or your partner or whoever is new here, or they can introduce themselves?
Hello, I'm Marlene. I'm from Chicago.
Oh, girl! I'm glad to be here too.
I bet you're glad to be here too. Yeah.
I'm Jamie. I'm from Astoria, Oregon, visiting my 2 friends from Oregon.
Oh, all right. Thanks. Anybody else? Well, it's great to see some new faces.
That's what always raises.
Yes. Hi, Barb.
Hello, Barb.
How you doing?
Yeah, from South Dakota.
Okay, thanks. Well, Barb from South Dakota is in the front row. And let's do our welcome. We love to start our service with this. We love you, we bless you, and we welcome you. And we are blessed to have Cerise providing music today, and our first tune is Open to Receive.
Times of fear, we often think the end is near. We're waiting for the shoe to drop. But what if we had faith that life would make a way when all seems lost? We're living with our fingers crossed, like it's all up to just our luck. But what if we believe that we have all we need? I'm open to receive, receive, receive. And yes, I do believe, believe, believe that all my good is mine, is mine, is mine. And everywhere I go, I'm living in the flow of love, of love, of love. I'm in the flow of love, of love, of love. When life seems small and every door becomes a wall, we've given all our strength away. When we know our true power, the walls come crashing down. I'm open to receive, receive, receive. And yes, I do believe, believe, believe that all my good is mine, is mine, is mine. And everywhere I go, I'm living in the flow of love, of love, of love. I'm in the flow of love, of love, of
think Cerise is a blessing. Can I hear an amen? Thank you, Cerise. It's always a pleasure. Well, we're going to have about 3 things in a row here without having to listen to me. The first is the opening prayer, Justine. We're looking forward to that. And then Sheila will be delivering the daily word. And then we'll have another song from Cerise to prepare us for meditation. And then Tom will be giving us the meditation today.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It is my role this morning to get us all relaxed and open and ready to receive our beautiful message today. I'm going to invite you to just wiggle around to get comfortable in your chairs. If you brought anything into the room from your life or from your morning that's not serving you, set it aside. Go ahead and close your eyes if you feel comfortable. Or lower your gaze. Feel the seat beneath you. Know that there's nowhere else you need to be right now. Nothing else you need to be doing right now. Divine Spirit, we open ourselves to your gentle presence. We welcome the soft warmth of the eternal light within, ever burning, ever present, choosing to acknowledge our wholeness, the perfection of any perceived imperfections. We see our oneness with life, oneness with each other, and with all living things. We allow ourselves to receive guidance now and open our inner ear as we listen to today's message. With love and appreciation, we give thanks. And so it is. Amen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Nice to see all of you. The chairs are full. Isn't that great news?
Yes.
Have been for a while. Today's word is zeal. Unity's co-founder, Charles Fillmore, wrote in his 94th year, God bless him, quote, "I fairly sizzle with zeal and enthusiasm and spring forth with a mighty faith to do the things that ought to be done by me." Wow. His example shows me that regardless of my age or station in life, zeal is a divine gift. A part of me, always mine to call upon. Through it, I feel enthusiastic and energetic about life. I express joy and excitement as I live, love, and share of myself through service. I am purposeful, passionate, and positive. I live authentically and make a bold impression on the world. I share my talents and gifts with a spirit of generosity and service. I begin each day with eagerness and end it with gratitude, happy to share my zeal. Worship the Lord with gladness, coming to his presence with singing. Psalm 100, verse 2.
In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and see I lose myself, when I feel I've lost my way, when I go inside and quiet my mind, I hear Spirit gently say, there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love.
Meditation is on zeal. Feel alive with zeal. Now close your eyes. Be comfortable in your chair. Take a deep breath. Breathe in through your nose slowly and out through your mouth. Take another deep breath and feel that energy vibrating within you. Anything you brought into this room, let go. Think of the word zeal for a moment, what it means to you. Go within and align with an energy that invites a sense of enthusiasm to rise from within. Ignite that feeling of a passion for life and purpose. I am open to new experiences. They teach me things I didn't know before and help me in the pursuit of life that is meant for me to live. I have a positive attitude and outlook for the future. There is no dark skies, there is no gloom. It is always bright. Embrace that light. I am open to a vitality that is brought on by spiritual energy. Our vitality is brought on by a spiritual energy that we sometimes cannot fathom, but it is always there for the taking. In the silence, I feel the alertness and vitality in my body. Let your mind focus on your body for a minute. If there's anything that is not right, heal that. Let your energy focus and send the healing energy to that and that alone right now. reflect on a purpose or activity that makes me feel vitally alive. Let it be joyful. I am entirely positive and enjoy what life shows me. Whatever it is, whatever thoughts you may be having at this moment, see where they lead you to. See what positive outcomes can be from that. Discover or rediscover something that is new and embrace it. With a new idea, see it as an opportunity. You can do due diligence on it. It may not be something you want to do right now. It may be something you want to do in the future. But if it's an idea, if it's a good idea, if it's any idea, let it work within you. Refine it and see if it has merit. See it as a gift. I'm aware of the purpose in my life. I will let go and let God reveal all of the intricacies for doing that purpose. So it is. Open your eyes. If you feel comfortable, come back into this room. And know that life can be had with zeal. Approach it zealously.
Sky smiling at me. Nothing but blue sky. I see.
Thank you. I feel great.
Jeanne.
For those of you who were here last week, how many of you did the homework? Oh! What homework?
Oh, I did do that.
At least I had an excuse to have
Well, if you didn't do it, you brought your paper with? Well, if you did take that paper home, you might want to revisit it this week.
Oh, that.
To connect with exercising. This was for dealing with burnout. Yeah, and so I started my exercise program again this week. Oh my God, it felt great. And then I did a me act instead of a react, where I just did something for myself that felt wonderful. And I made lists of things that I can and cannot change. And then I had to deal with those things. Where do I need to shift? So I can have Julia send that back out if anyone is interested, because I didn't reprint those papers. So this whole month we've been focusing on being in the flow of God, allowing the flow of God to happen in you, through you, as you. There is possibility in you. There is the power of influence in you. And you can make a difference simply by allowing God to come through you and knowing that this is you. In my experience of singing over the years, singing and praying have a lot in common. For one, when we learned how to sing and when we learned how to pray, we were little kids. And so we developed our own way to sing and pray as far as technique goes. Later on in life, when we want to become more effective in singing or praying, we take singing lessons or we take classes on how to effectively pray better. And depending on who you go to, determines how effective your singing or prayer life can be. We usually learn how to sing wrong. We don't learn how to sing from our diaphragm as a child. So when we learn how to sing from our diaphragm as an adult, it's really hard to change. An old habit. Most of us learn to sing from our chest. When you sing from your chest, your shoulders rise when you take a breath. And if you sing for any length of time, you will lose your voice because there's too much air going through your vocal cords. So in order to take voice lessons and learn how to sing, my mic is really tinny, it's strange. I don't know if it is for you guys, but it's for me. Anyway, if you want to change how you sing and start singing from your diaphragm, you have to make a solid commitment to practice every day to get yourself to automatically sing from your diaphragm and not wear out your voice. Likewise with prayer. When in need or out of desperation, our first inclination is to say, God, help me, help us. Right? Right. Yeah. And it takes practice and it takes commitment to learn how to break that old habit. A daily commitment to break that old habit and to learn affirmative prayer. So today I will cover prayer from a unity perspective, from Jesus' process of prayer, and I'll add some words in from Myrtle Fillmore, co-founder of Unity. And then finally I will talk about a local person who has passed now. Anyone familiar with Dr. Jerry DeShazo? Yeah. And all of these practices have the potential to deepen our connection with God and enhance our daily lives. So I'm sure it doesn't need to be said about what's going on in our world and in the Minnesota, and there's a lot of heavy things going on. And I focus on prayer today because we have an opportunity to make a difference there. The difference in changing our frequency and lifting up what's happening in our world. It's a powerful frequency that can change, and when you do it, you change, and when you change for others. Because we're one, we're connected, spiritually connected. So that's why I chose to talk about prayer today. So let's review Unity's 5-step affirmative prayer. So the first step is to relax. To relax, to go within. Like Justine said, leave what doesn't serve you at the door. Close your eyes to the outer and just breathe. The second step is to concentrate. The intention here is to concentrate on something that connects you to spirit. So they say, think about all things God. God's all-powerful, all-knowing, ever-present. If that doesn't turn you on, don't think about that. Think about what is going to connect you to spirit. For me, it's thinking of my niece, my god niece, my baby girl. Oh, I love her so much. And if I think about her and fill my entire being with that feeling, that's God to me. That puts me in pure love. One of my favorite quotes in the Bible is, whatever is noble, whatever is right, pure, lovely, think on these things. That's Philippians chapter 4, verse 8. And then the third step is meditation, going into the silence. This is where we connect to our higher self. This is where there's no separation. We know that we are free in this place. And we can see how we've created with our identity, with our thoughts and our feelings, all the mayhem that's going on in our lives. In this place, we know we are free. We are one. We are not our identities. We are not our bodies. We're not our thoughts. And we're not separate. And then when you sit in this silence in connection with your higher self long enough, it naturally rolls into step 4, which is realization. You realize your oneness with the divine. You realize that you are creating the life that you are experiencing. Working in the consciousness of freedom. We can change our world to be happy, whole, healthy, well. And then step 5 is gratitude, being grateful, knowing that with God all things are possible. We're grateful for the results. Will take care of themselves now that we've strengthened our foundation in the truth. That's the 5 steps. Religious education teaches a method of prayer where prayer is talking to God, asking, pleading, hoping that He might answer. If it's His will, if the timing is right, if you're faithful enough. And when nothing happens, you're told it's because God said no. Or your faith wasn't strong enough. Or His plan is simply beyond your understanding. But here's what almost no one tells you. Jesus followed a consistent sequence before every miracle, which involved an inner room prayer technique. Jesus would remove Himself from others and find a solitary place to pray. If He couldn't do that, He lifted His gaze, which meant that He rose above the consciousness of mind into the higher consciousness. He shut the door, in other words, to the world. Number 2, He entered the inner room. Now this refers to an interior space within yourself, beyond your thoughts, beyond your identity, beyond the noise of your conscious mind. The Greek word used for room is tamon, meaning an inner chamber or a hidden place. And then He closed the door. This means shutting the external world out, including all sensory input, mental chatter, and any fears or desires of the conscious mind. And then He went into stillness and alignment. Instead of asking or pleading, Jesus would enter a state of deep stillness, aligning Himself with the divine source. Jesus concentrated on coherence and union with God rather than persuasion. Speaking from agreement, from this place of complete alignment, Jesus would speak as if the miracle had already occurred, using past tense language, recognizing that in the invisible realm, the outcome was already finished. This exemplified when He thanked the Father before raising Lazarus. When I grew up Catholic, and I still love to sing praise and worship music. But I had an epiphany on the way in today that a lot of that music is Please Help Me. A lot of it is giving all of my power to God. And that's not who we are. We co-create. We take as much responsibility in this life as God. We are His hands, we are God's feet. So, affirmative prayer allows us to take back our power. How to enter the inner room. It suggests a 10-minute entry practice. Sitting in stillness and closing your eyes. Focusing on your breath with each exhale, consciously releasing layers of noise and distracting thoughts. Feel for the stillness behind your thoughts and resist the urge to talk or ask for things. And just be there in that space of presence. Allowing recognition to unfold over time. Myrtle Fillmore writes in Healing Letters on prayer, "It is not enough to pray. Prayer is one step that you take, but you need other steps. You need to think of God, the all-powerful healer, as being already within you. In every part of your mind, heart, and body. To keep your attention and your prayers in the spiritual realm of mind. To keep declaring love and power and life and substance. And yet unconsciously, perhaps, assuming limitations and living them will cause explosions and congestion that work out in the physical." Did you hear that? We can't say a prayer and then behave as if we didn't say that prayer. We have to harmonize. We need to harmonize our prayers with how we're living, how we're being, how we're doing. So you say the prayer and then you behave that way. It's already done. Prayer is to change our minds, not God's. Change our hearts so that God's omnipresent good may fill our minds and our hearts and manifest in our lives. If we don't keep on thinking in accordance with the prayers we've made, we don't get good results. Why? Because all our thoughts are formative. All thought has its effect in our lives. It's like when I exercised, finally got into my exercise practice again, it changed me immediately. My whole attitude changed about who I am. I felt strong. I felt on purpose again. Prayer does the same thing. Myrtle says we are to cease worrying and being anxious and thinking and speaking of the past and of the apparent lack and idleness. We are to concentrate all our attention upon the truth of God and the truth of our own being, upon the very things we would see taking place in our lives. We can't do this if we have negative thoughts in our hearts. Now, on to Dr. Jerry DeShazo. I met Jerry at a Positive Music concert, but before I met him, I had read a compilation of stories in a book. And one of those stories was Jerry's. Somehow that evening, I met Jerry. I don't know if, I was probably singing and I may have mentioned something about this gift of love that Jerry wrote. And he was so excited and he wanted to introduce himself to me. I was just floored that he was in the audience. It was so cool. Plus he looked like our grandfather, our dad's dad. He looked just like him, only he was a lot taller. Jerry and I were like two little kids dancing for joy when we met. Anyway, here's Jerry's story. 30 years ago, he was in a sales meeting and was about to give a presentation, and nothing would come out of his mouth. The company then sent him to Toastmasters to help break his fear of public speaking, because he was their number one salesman. But even at Toastmasters, he kept tripping over his tongue. Then one day in a meeting, a little old man pulled him aside and showed him a method. He called it a secret technique to keep him from freezing. Jerry started using the technique even before his name was called. At the podium, he used what the old man taught him, and the words came out. They actually flowed out. And they kept flowing. And he never spoke more authentically in his life. He said it did eventually allow him to overcome his fear of public speaking. But it did so much more than that. It replaced the fear with a charged emotional energy, which he could amplify and project at will. People could feel and resonate with this energy state, although they didn't know why. Jerry realized that when people are in a state of pure love, they are operating at their highest, most powerful energy level. Pure, unfiltered, universal love. This is the driving, connecting force underlying all human behavior. There is only love. Jerry named the technique the gift of love. And it is his gift to all of us. Would you like to know what the technique is?
Yes.
Are you sure? Maybe I should sit down. Okay, let's do it. You can lower your gaze or close your eyes. And repeat after me.
Okay.
I agree today to be the gift of love. I agree to feel deeply. Love for others. Independent of anything they are expressing, saying, doing, or being. I agree to allow love as I know it, to embrace my whole body, and then to just send it to them, silently and secretively. I agree to feel it. Accept it. Breathe it into every cell of my body. On each in-breath. And on each out-breath, exhale any feeling unlike love. I will repeat this breathing process multiple times until I feel it fully and completely. Then consciously amplify in me
can consciously amplify in me
the feeling of love
the feeling of love
and project it to others
and project it to others
as the gift of love.
as the gift of love.
This is my secret agreement.
This is my secret agreement.
No one else is to know it.
No one else is to know it.
Deep breath. So just briefly, I'd like you to think of something that fills your body with love. Whether it be a child or a puppy or nature. And breathe that love in. And on the exhale, exhale anything unlike love out of your body. And continue to do this a couple times. Now after some time, there will be no more anything to get rid of, because you will have expelled all the negativity that was within you. And you will be filled with love, period. And at that time, you amplify it and see it perhaps as light, as energy. And you fill your entire body with that light, and then you project it out. You can project it to the people you're with. You can project it to the city, to the world, to any place that you feel needs your love, needs your frequency, needs a lift. And finally, I'm going to ask you to make a commitment this week to work with one of these methods of prayer every day. I have a handout, another blue handout, for those who are going to use it. Because I didn't print a lot of them. I printed about 20 of them with these different methods. Because as I said, if you want to learn how to sing from your diaphragm, you have to make a commitment to do it every day. Same with prayer. You have to make a commitment if you want to learn how to pray affirmatively. To change the old habit of asking and pleading. And so I will close with this piece on commitment by W.N. Murray in the Scottish Himalayan expedition. Commitment. Until one is committed, there is hesitancy. The chance to draw back, always ineffectiveness. Concerning all acts of initiative and creation, there is one elementary truth, the ignorance of which kills countless ideas and splendid plans. That the moment one definitely commits oneself, then providence moves too. All sorts of things occur to help one that would otherwise never have occurred. A whole stream of events issues from the decision, raising in one's favor all manner of unforeseen incidents and meetings and material assistance, which no man or woman could have dreamt would have come their way. I have learned a deep respect for one of Goethe's couplets. Whatever you can do or dream you can do, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. God bless you all. And now let's say our affirmation together. I am one with God. I commit to concentrate all my attention on the truth of God. I am co-creator of life. I stand guard at the tip of my tongue as my word creates my experience of life. So it is. we have a quarterly recognition that the board has decided to recognize a very special person called our VSP. And each VSP receives the book, The Five Come Alive. That's all the 5 unity principles for children and adults. And I also have one of Jerry's printed gifts of love for this very special person. And the board elected to acknowledge the VSP here in this room, Sheila Taylor, today for all of her work. For all of your work leading the metaphysical group. It was hands down unanimous who should receive this award.
Thank you. I don't know if I can. VSP is better than a VIP.
Very important person.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Before I sing, no problem. Oh, before I sing, I just want to add one thing. That the reason I have recorded music in this world is because of Jerry DeShazer.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Because when he heard me sing, he said, "We have to record," and I said, "I'm not a recording artist," and he said, "We're knocking that out, and we're going to use the gift of love, and we're going out," and he made sure that my music got recorded. So I am so grateful for Jerry DeShazer and the gift that he gave the world. And this is another one of the songs that I've written, and so I'm going to dedicate it to him and his legacy and the gift of love that he is still in the world.
Yes.
Some of us are meant to stay, to ground and hold the space. Some of us are meant to roam into dark places unknown. But I am called to see every soul's divinity, guiding them from behind the scenes. And I can see the storm rage on, waves crash down, darkness all around. And I stand in truth unmoved, knowing love is more than what we do. For everything that grows, I know love is the root. Some flowers stay where they are grown. They must bloom for life below. Some stones are anchored to the stream, staying where they're called to be. But me, I'm called to love, a bridge so others rise above, to step into who they'll become. And I can see the storm rage on, waves crash down, darkness all around. And I stand in truth unmoved,
the root. I'm a guardian, no one left behind. I can see the storm rage on, waves crash down, darkness all around, and I stand in truth unmoved, knowing love is more than what we for everything that grows, for everything that grows, for everything that grows. I know love is the root. Love is the root. Love is the root.
There it goes. It is time to give, to send some of our loving energy out into the world. So we know some of you give online and some of you give here during church services, and we appreciate all your gifts. Let's say our offering blessing while we are passing the, what do you call those? The pouches around. Pass the pouch. Okay. Divine love, richly flowing through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am grateful for the blessings of this day. I am grateful for the blessings on the way. Yes.
Can you keep that code up?
I forgot to say that we had our board meeting last Monday, and we have to designate where the church is going to tithe. And so we have decided to tithe Borderland Rescue for 10 $15 boxes of vegetables and fruit to go to people in need in the valley here. We donated $100 to Silent Unity, $467 to Valley Bloom, which is they help the homeless as well and younger children that are in need. And then we gave $250 to Unity Worldwide Ministries, and that was for 2 months total of tithes. So just so you know, the church is tithing with your money that you give as well, and our money is making a huge difference in locally here too. So we also tithe to Unity. Why would we do that? Because we love to support an organization that feeds us spiritually, and they are indeed doing that. So thank you. Let's sing now our I Am So Blessed by Karen Drummond.
I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
What do you call those things anyway?
Let's say our offering dedication together. We dedicate these tithes to the work of the Spirit of truth. We are one with the opulence of God. We are now in the flow of infinite abundance and thanks for the prosperity that is ours by divine right. Amen.
Before the announcements, I feel compelled to do something I used to do in the classroom, and that is at the end of the period, it was like I'd have the kids talk to each other for a couple of minutes, like what resonated with you today. I'm going to ask you to do the same. 2 minutes, turn to somebody around you, and what during this service really hit home for you, or really got you thinking, or really just infused you with love. 2 minutes.
Interaction that I keep thinking about giving love instead of and just I have I just got it.
All right, I love it. I saw lots of conversation out there. Now let's move to the announcements. Help support Matthew's Crossing, and when is that?
Next week.
Next week, okay. So you can bring food, or you can give money to Matthew's Crossing, and that's highly appreciated. Metaphysical group is meeting the first and third Wednesday, so that'll be next Wednesday, correct, Sheila? And that's in the Mirror Room here at Sun Lakes Country Club with Sheila. And we have some upcoming events. Oh, Into Africa is a presentation on February 11th at 1:30. What day of the week is that?
Wednesday.
That's a Wednesday, okay. That would be awesome. February 11th, put that on your calendars.
I'd like to see that.
And game day, March 11th, in the Mirror Room, contact Judy. So you can bring games, board games, dice games, card games, whatever works for you. And I also want, Cerise had an announcement, and that is she has some CDs in the back that are for sale, and if you'd like to support her music, she would highly appreciate that.
And I have a prayer request. Tuesday and Wednesday I will be interviewing with ministers, deciding if I am ready to be ordained or not. So see me giving mind-blowing answers to their questions so that I can become ordained in June.
You got this.
I got this, thank you. And next Sunday I fly to Kansas City, Missouri to Unity Village, and I will be there all week with my cohorts. And so next week we are going to be blessed with Justine as our speaker, and Barb Horton as our musician, and then the following week Cerise is going to be our message and music again. So great things coming up, and thanks for the prayers.
Yeah.
think we can manifest that, can't we? Okay, any other announcements, anyone? Judy?
I'm wondering if any of you knew that the city of Chandler has a crisis response team.
Oh.
Neither did I. And I'm going to tell you about this for two reasons. They have actually 2 vans or trucks, a paid, trained person and a volunteer go out on every call. And they're called in by the police and the fire. And the reason I know this is I'm a member of Valley Bloom. I want to tell you they came and talked to us last week. 85% of the materials that they have stocked on the one truck come from Valley Bloom. I wanted you to know that because today you saw that we sent Valley Bloom money. I wanted you to know that they do good stuff with it. The volunteer person spoke to us, and he said on his first call here in Chandler, he had a 7-year-old boy. He didn't go into the details about the situation, but he told us how distraught and upset this little boy was. He comforted him. He put a teddy bear in his arms, and he could physically see the child's demeanor change. For those of you who weren't around, the congregation gave 20 plus teddy bears to Valley Bloom in November, I think it was. So I thought it was important that you know how your giving is shared in the community.
Thank you, Judy. Another announcement.
We have sign-up sheets for the service. If you'd like to do the daily word or whatever, they're in the back here for this February and March, both.
Sign-up sheets in the back.
And also we have our annual meeting on February 15th. So it's right after the service, February 15th. Please join us.
Okay. That was a lot. We want to thank everybody for joining us today. Cerise, of course, for the music. Jane and George for the flowers. Justine for the opening prayer. Sheila for that daily word. Tom, thank you for the meditation. Judy, of course, and the board's making some great ideas and choices, aren't they? A very special person. We want to thank our very special person. And obviously Derek, because when Derek's not here, bit of a chaotic show, but despite everyone's best efforts, so thank you, Derek.
Yes, Derek.
And we have one more song, the peace song. Let's do it.
I would invite everybody to please stand and form a circle, especially right now. All that love just pouring out. Okay, here, hold on. Here, we're going to do it this way.
2 or 3 circles. Okay.
Here, and then so, let me form this. Okay.
Peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With our spirits start to rise. With faith as our guide, we reach for the skies. With voices united,